I was just thinking about why people resort to predatory marketing tactics. Why is it so common in business to be predatory and calculating? Why do people feel the need to do certain things in a certain type of way, to overexert themselves, thinking about all the ways that they can slide into your wallet? And I think the bottom line is that we don't want to put effort into the offer and into understanding the problem that people have or the desires that they have and creating an offer that is sincerely great. The effort that it takes to care about people and to understand them, to listen, to understand the problem, to understand what they've tried so far, to come up with a good solution, to keep refining your solution, all those things are too much work for somebody who doesn't give a shit. And what seems to be the easier way, at least, is you just put together an offer, anything that's like base minimum, right? That sounds like it could be a solution to whatever problem, and then put all of your effort and energy into the marketing tactics. How are you going to use a specific combination of words, a string of words to unlock the wallet? How are you going to make it seem like you genuinely care about this potential client? Go comment 10 comments on their profile until they notice you, and when they do, you can send them a DM and be like, hey, how's your day going? And it's just awkward for them because they know what you're trying to do, and it's awkward for you because chances are you don't even want to do this, right? It's not something that everybody enjoys, even though I said it's a predatory marketing tactic. But actually, most people who do it are not predatory people. That's the sad part. They're not trying to do that. They're just trying to sell, to make money, and they don't know what else to do because they've been taught to rush the offer creation process. It's like there is this fantasy, this idea that you can create a new offer that has never existed within days of talking to people. Look, I'm going to tell you from my experience, not just in my own businesses at this point that I've built in my life and all the successes and failures I had, but hundreds of other entrepreneurs who have done it too. There are two ways that I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you have a different opinion, please put it wherever you're seeing this. I know of two ways. One way is to look at a problem and solution that already exists in the market, a pre-proven thing, and do it better, right? You find a solution, something that's already working, and you do it like you find a gap in the market. The businesses that are selling a solution to this problem are not doing a great job at it, and you're gonna do it better. That's great. That's still an innovation, and it's worth selling, right? It's worth doing that. That's one way. The other way is when you're ahead of your time and you're seeing something that the market isn't even asking for yet. They don't know that they want and need. They're not even aware of it. And you're the one who's going to carve out that path, and you're going to be one of the pioneers or one of the first few people to bring that to the market and take on the risk that the market may not be ready for it. And there's tremendous education of the market, which is a lot of effort in and of itself. That's another way to do it. And then you reap benefits that are exponentially higher if this thing works out for you. The other guy also makes money. It's beyond the scope of this video to explain what makes a successful business, but it's pretty simple, actually. It's not easy, but it's pretty simple. It's like somebody has a want and need, and they are motivated to solve it. You have a solution, you convince them that your solution is the right one, everything fits, they buy, the solution works, they love it, they repurchase, or they tell their friends and their families. Awesome. There you go. I gave you the entire business strategy right there. It's really that simple. It's not easy, but it's that simple. Anyway, the person who is like one of the first or the first to enter a market or to create a market in this case, becomes a brand name. Like the business becomes a brand name and becomes the business that is known for X. Both of these businesses are legitimate, but especially the second type, it's not something you discover through like 1 week of talking to potential clients. And you see so many so-called experts, coaches, mentors, gurus, whatever you call them. I hate the word guru, by the way, in this context, because it has nothing to do with being a guru. But anyway, you see so many people out there who are teaching this fantasy that you can just go and talk to a bunch of people in a Facebook group, and you're going to discover a problem that has never existed, and you're going to go and sell it for high ticket after like 30 days or 90 days. That can happen, but it's not something I would rely on. I don't think that it's that simple. I don't think it's that easy. Not that it's not that simple. It's not that easy, really, to have sincere conversations with people, to truly understand what the issue is, to truly understand why it hasn't worked, to understand the pain points, to deliver a solution that works, to do it in a way that is aligned, that is sustainable. There's so much that goes into it. It's not that easy. And so you can test out different offers. You can certainly find a winning offer pretty quickly, but you have to give up on this idea of trying to just come up with the offer as quickly as possible and then trying to make up for it with marketing. Because if the product is not good, essentially, if the service is not good for the market, they don't want it, and it doesn't solve a painful enough or meaningful enough problem/desire, it is not convincing, it is not compelling. There's some stuff you can do on the marketing side, but there's only so much you can do, and it will always fail in the long term. Because yes, you can sell, but if the product is not satisfying, when I say product, I by the way use it interchangeably with service. If the product service is not satisfying, then ultimately you don't have a business. It's just not going to work. So the more time you spend in understanding and caring about the people that you serve and about the problem, obsessing over the problem that you want to resolve, and this is why I always ask, what would you gladly help people with? Not just what would you like to help people, what would you gladly help people with? If you can find something you can obsess with and care about very, very deeply, and you dedicate yourself to that, the more you can do that, the less BSing and manipulating and predatory garbage you have to resort to. Not that you ever have to, but the more you can do that, the more you can let go of the other stuff, because you don't have to do all that convincing when the thing is really worthwhile. I made a post a long time ago, it comes to mind right now because it's still very relevant. The best marketing strategy, if you will, which is not a strategy, but the best marketing tells the truth. If you can tell the truth in marketing, you'll have the most powerful marketing that has ever existed. Okay, I hope this was helpful to someone, and I'll see you tomorrow.